James, you happy, mate? 4-0?
I'm ecstatic, ads. I've recorded a few of these for you and people are moaning about different things. I'm ecstatic, 4-0. When was the last time we did that in the Premier League?
I can't remember, mate. I've said it on my vlog. Biggest Premier League win in the last 3 years for Man United. Ten Hag never got this sort of result. It just looked like a game that was in control once we got the first goal. Am I right in saying that? Is that how you've seen it?
Yeah, listen, first half, they had chances, didn't they? I thought we were a bit lapsed at the back. We did let them in a couple of times, and Anna made a save or two in the game. But realistically, we were totally in control of Everton. I think you've got to give a shout out to Bruno Fernandes, 2 assists in the first half. We didn't look like creating loads, but Bruno pulls off a great corner and then a great ball across to Xerxes, and before you know it, it's 2-0. And then you know what happens, half-time comes, and you know we're Manchester United fans, we're used to, spending loads of time in the concourse, getting our beer, coming out and missing the fact that the opposition have scored, because they always score in the first minute. And this time we missed our goal, didn't we? This time, anyone that was late back missed the Rashford goal, and before you know it, 3-0 with 44 minutes to play. When was the last time we just had a nice relaxing half of football that we could just sit back, enjoy as United fans, knowing that we were getting 3 points? Loved it. Goals, clean sheet, golden gloves, big players, or what we thought were big players that have been failing, turning up today. I know Rashford needed goals, he had a performance, I thought the goals gave him confidence and the rest of his game was decent. Ahmad, Bruno, Xerxes, our forward line is what has been holding us back, I think. We're not scoring goals. When you've got everyone firing, you've got Mason Mount on the bench, Rasmus Højlund on the bench, who didn't even get minutes today, and you're still scoring 4 goals. Is that what gives you the confidence that we can climb that table? 100%, and listen, it's early days in the Amorim era, isn't it? You can see glimpses of what he's trying to do for sure. When it works really well. When it doesn't, it's frustrating, and you can see players don't realise where they're meant to be and passes don't come off and stuff like that. But when it works, it's really good. And there was 4 players that stood out massively today. There was 2 that needed a performance in Xerxes and Rashford, and we got a performance from both of them. 2 goals for both of them, and then we've got 2 performances from people that have been consistent of late, and that's Amad Diallo and Bruno Fernandes. Since Van Nistelrooy came in, Bruno Fernandes has been exceptional. He had 4 goals in Ruud's 3 games or something like that. Amad Diallo has been a standout performer throughout the season. A word on Amad Diallo, actually. I thought he was superb today. It's just so hard to get the ball off him. Like, for such a diminutive character, people trying to wrestle him to the ground, and he's just saying, nah, I'm having none of it. I'm having absolute none of it. Skill level unreal. From what I've heard, it's a stonewall penalty at the end that doesn't get given, and that would have just put a cap on his performance. I thought he was absolutely excellent today.
That's it. It's like Ahmad there and his pressing, his aggression. You wouldn't have thought it for a small player, but contract situation needs sorting ASAP. We're hearing that it is far down the line. There is good conversations going on. This is a player that's set for Manchester United for the next 10 years. This is the type of player that you need to build off, isn't it? Because he's adapted under Amorim's system, and I feel like he is a player that will epitomise what Amorim wants from a player on the pitch. And you're right in what you said. I completely agree. He's taken his game to a new level. Or was that always there, and we've just had mismanagement and misprofiling before again, and Ruben's discovered it, and by simple instruction and giving players a chance?
Well, he had high profile at Atalanta, didn't he? When he came in, people
he'd not played a game though, had he?
No, he hadn't, but he was coming as oh yeah, this guy's got real potential. There was messy words, you know what I mean? People were going crazy, that crazy. And he got that goal with the flick over the head against AC Milan.
Yep.
And he never really kicked on, did he? And the people saying he never got a chance, he did get a chance. Like the whole Sancho didn't get a chance thing. He did get a chance. They just didn't perform under Erik ten Hag's system last season. But now you're just seeing a different Amad Diallo. He's more confident. His pressing is superb, and it's rubbing off on the rest of the team. Did anyone else see Marcus Rashford running in the 92nd minute today to chase and press out on the wing? When the last time we saw that? He's usually getting dragged off after 65 minutes because he's not running. And now we're seeing him press. So Amad's setting the example. Bruno's always pressed. So if you have him, Rashford, Bruno, front 3 and then the wing backs and stuff, it just looks good. It works, and like I say, when it works, it looks really good. It's going to be very interesting with some tough games coming up. Arsenal, do we play the same way? Do we play a little bit more cagey? What's Amorim going to do? Because we saw Sporting recently get torn a new one by Arsenal. So is it a bit naive to go and try and play the same way and play so open, or does he stick Agate in there with Casemiro and play 2 proper holding players and try and tighten up, and 2 more defensive wing backs in Mazraoui and Diallo, rather than playing Ahmad as one of the full backs? It'll be interesting to see, and he's got a tough decision to make.
Exciting though, mate. Exciting. He's looking forward to it. Give me a man of the match before you go, James.
It's really tough between those 4 players. It's really tough.
You know what? At half time, I would have said Stonewall Bruno Fernandes. He was the difference maker. But second half, Diallo was superb today.
Agreed, mate. Well said, James.
Awesome.